That white toga you picture? Most Romans never wore it. Hollywood lied to you about Roman clothing, and the real version is far stranger. If you walked through Rome 2,000 years ago, you'd think the movies made it all up, because almost nobody dressed like the statues. If you haven't subscribed yet, this channel is for people who want the real version of history, the parts movies never show you. Now let me show you why Roman clothing was nothing like you think. Let's start with the toga. Yes, Romans did wear them, but not the way you imagine. Togas weren't everyday clothes. They were formal wear, the Roman version of a suit or a tuxedo. Most people never owned one, and if you did, you were wealthy. Togas used huge amounts of wool. Wool was expensive, heavy, hot, and incredibly uncomfortable. Putting one on properly was so difficult, wealthy Romans had servants just to dress them. A poorly worn toga wasn't casual, it was embarrassing. So what did Romans actually wear every day? Tunics. Simple, practical, and everywhere. Men wore them, women wore them, children wore them, workers, soldiers off duty. Most Romans owned several tunics, but zero togas. Roman women didn't wear togas at all. That was actually considered shameful. Married women wore a garment called the stola. Long, elegant, a public signal of respectability. Unmarried women wore tunics. In Rome, status wasn't about fashion trends, it was about symbols. Color mattered more than style, especially purple. True purple dye came from sea snails, thousands of them for a single garment. That's why purple meant power. Only emperors were legally allowed to wear it. Movies show Romans in sandals everywhere. That's only half true. Sandals were mostly worn indoors. Outside, Romans wore leather shoes. Soldiers wore boots. And in colder regions, yes, they wore socks with sandals. That look is ancient. So no, Rome wasn't a city of white togas. It was colorful, practical, and deeply political. Hollywood didn't show Roman clothing. It showed Roman fantasy. And now you know the difference.